Rick Schantz on with Fouhy on sports, and look at poor Rick. He is like scared. Fouhy's scared. Why? Because the woke nation has taken over everything. If you say one wrong thing, if you don't feel how they want you to feel, you are done. And the thing is, the ones that I hope all you social justice pieces of crap that attack people like this, I hope they come after you. I hope you guys eat each other alive. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I mean, they attacked a black man, regardless of what, it was hearsay. I'm not saying he didn't say it or he did, but no one knows the facts of it. They wanted to crucify him there. They wanted to make a scene there at the expense of a black man. Where's BLM? He doesn't matter? It's ridiculous.
Last night, Colin Martin gets a red card. Everything goes crazy from there on out. Tell me what happened, if you will.
Yeah. Well, obviously, they had just scored a goal. We had kicked the ball off, and I think we were making an attempt to attack. And the ball went into the box. Junior Flemings, was competing for the ball, went to the ground. It almost looked to me as if he was trying to get a penalty. They cleared the ball out. The referee blew the whistle and went straight to one of their players with a red card. I had no idea what was going on. We thought that if he blew the whistle with the red card, that it would be a penalty and that something else had happened. But it didn't. And about, I'd say probably, 5-10 seconds after he gave the red card, the opposition, the players, frantically surrounded the referee, which is very normal in soccer. Mm-hmm. Again, I still had no idea what was going on. And then I think one or two of their players somehow got over to the sideline. I was talking to my staff and trying to find out what was going on, what we were going to do at halftime. Primarily with Damien, we had an injured player, and how we were going to manage the rest of the game. Then, then their coach, Landon, went out onto the field and he went out and stormed out onto the field. He said, "Not again." And as he was going onto the field, he was yelling at the fourth official saying, "You heard it, you heard it." And I still didn't know what they were talking about. He got out on the field and started, having a conversation or yelling at the referee. That continued for quite a while. The referee, I think, was trying to make his way out of the group. I stayed in the coach's box, which is what's expected of us, and waited for an explanation, and generally the referee brings the two coaches together and explains these situations. And, Landon continued to voice his opinion or what was going on. And still at that point, I had no idea what was going on. Finally, the referee gets to halftime, calls halftime, and he and Landon walk over to the officials table. And that's the first time the referee had tried to explain to me what he didn't hear and did hear. And then it became very confusing. And, Landon is shouting at the referee. He was shouting at me.
So I'm going to stop it there. And I'm going to go back to this quote. This is what the left tries to do. You may not understand what is being demanded of you. You may see the wave of conflicting messages emanating from the press and wonder just what you're supposed to do. But the chaos is the point. That's what's going on. The chaos was created. You are supposed to be confused. And you can tell Rick is confused. And there's others. Oh, he's trying to manufacture a lie right now or whatever, because we know what he's thinking because you're all psychics. Confusion is a political weapon. Confusion is a weapon. Clarity is a shield. If our media and political class can prevent clarity, and I'll reword that, if our social justice warriors and the people we're with can prevent clarity, that can prevent unity. If they can obscure, they can demand you to believe what they believe. And that's what's happening. If you are one of those people on Facebook and Twitter and all those, and you're so like want Rick Schantz fired and Fleming destroyed, you're lost in your brain. You're part of something that you don't even understand. This is what they do. Oh, it's a conspiracy. No, it's not. It's actually documentation of what we see. Every time this stuff happens, you can actually log it in and say, this is what they're going to do. And that's why the referees were scared to death. That's why they rescinded the red card. On Landon, 2 red cards are rescinded because they're scared. And this is what's going on. And the USL better keep the Rising with the forfeit win. Have to. All right, I'm going to, let's continue this on just a little bit longer.
I still wasn't sure what had happened. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
More confusion.
And, I was worried about our team. I was thinking about the red card and how did they get a red.
So Rick Schantz had to process so many things. He was processing, okay, there was a red card, we're getting an advantage. How do we prepare for this and kind of thing? And now the coach got a red card. I mean, so many things are going through his head. And so when you have to process a lot of information, you don't even know what's going on. And those we know are already ready to kill this guy. They're ready to end him. And all the comments you're making, and the thing is, I don't get it. Like, I've already been called a homophobic, I don't know how many times, because I'm against this kind of pursuit. I'm against. I think we have to choose not to be offended. I think anything that happens that's inappropriate, anything like that, needs to be addressed. There is a way to behave, but that needs to be addressed by the coach, the team, the organization. Give them a chance to fix things. It's easier for us to grow as a community, as a family, as whatever, when we do it as a community. But when you decide to launch the mob and media and all that stuff, nothing gets fixed. Only bad things. And let me tell you something. Here's a bad thing. So Fleming, no one knows where he's at. His family doesn't know where he's at. I don't know if many people even know that. I found out through a source, but they can't even get hold of him. What if he commits suicide because he feels like he's done? He can't even explain himself, and he's so confused right now. He's about to lose his career. He's the top player in USL, and he's about to lose everything. Then what? Then we did the right thing. This is how we handle things. This is ridiculous. It's unexcusable, this behavior, and more people need to stand up for it. We can't go silent anymore. And the majority do not agree with you, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube people, the ones behind the keyboard. You're the minority. The majority doesn't agree. The majority is scared to talk. I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to fight it straight on, and the Rising needs to stand up for Ricky Schantz. Do not fire him. Keep him where he is. Don't let these people control you, because once you do that, you're done. And now the USL does what? Sensitivity training. It's not going to fix a thing. It's not going to fix a thing. It makes a lot of woke people feel great. Look what we did. Look what we did.
Red card rescinded. I was thinking about, our players and what was going to transpire after that. And in no way, shape, or form was I, ready or prepared for Landon telling me what he thought had happened. And he said that, he called him gay and I was trying to de-escalate the situation just to get the facts from the referee. I said something along the lines of like, how long have you been in soccer, and how long have you been a part of soccer? And it was really, the statement was because I was so flabbergasted with what was going on. I was so surprised. I was so shocked. I was focused on everything else except that. And, from the beginning of the season here at Phoenix Rising, we talk about our values. I'm a coach that we have core values: integrity, loyalty, commitment, hard work ethic, enjoyment. And we pick players, hopefully, that have these values. And what I said has been misconstrued in a way that, makes me seem as if I don't care about the LGBTQ community, which is the farthest thing from the truth. We support everybody here at Phoenix Rising. We support all the groups, and we support it's soccer, and I'm deeply regret, what I said in the moment without having all of the facts.
What? Now he's going to go on a series of apologies, and he's confused and he's scared, and it's haunting his family and all this stuff. And here's the thing: like, I know Ricky Schantz. We played ODP together, but we're not tight. I talk to him maybe once every 5 years, and it's usually because I need something, like his stadium or something, which he didn't give to me. So I should be mad at him because he didn't support me on that. But I don't accept this. I don't accept this. He's apologized for not seeking all the facts. Where's Landon? Why are we bypassing the behavior of Landon Donovan? What he did was unacceptable, unprofessional. He should be fired. He shouldn't be able to get away with things because he is on the virtuous singling of look, I'm woke. That doesn't get, he should be fired. Landon Donovan needs to be fired. We have to put this craziness away because there's a way to handle it. It doesn't make sense. We live in a country that has due process, and we're trying to get rid of it through this BS. It has to stop. Time and time again, the mobs have been wrong. When I say wrong, they were defending a lie. And they're allowed to keep doing this. They should not be able to do this. I'm going to actually fast forward it to the end and listen to them.
What's right, and we have to make the right decisions. The board is at this club is amazing and fantastic. They're good people, and they've told me that they'll put their time and effort into finding out what really happened on the field, and they would support me speaking with you.
I appreciate you doing that, Rick. I know how tough it is. I can't imagine how tough it is. And I appreciate you doing it. I really felt like it was important for you to share your thoughts and let people know where you're at in this thing. Because we've heard from Landon, we've heard from the owners over there, we've heard from other people. I just really felt like it was important to hear from you.
I appreciate that. When you're emotional and you're in these moments, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a PR guy, I'm a football coach, and I love my team, I love my players, and these are difficult moments, and so I appreciate having the opportunity to speak with you.
Well, Rick, best of luck to you. And how do you anticipate USL doing it? You anticipate anything happening in the next day or two, or what do you think?
Well, they said hopefully they would have something before Saturday. So they're good people. I support the league. I've always supported the league. This has been the most difficult year, and for them to even get to this point this year, I think with all of what's gone on with COVID and all the social injustice, I think the league has been fantastic. So I have no doubt that they'll do their due diligence and get back to us soon.
I hope you enjoyed that segment. If you enjoyed it, like it, subscribe, share it, do those things. But more importantly, remember this promo code, Coach Cam. You get 20% off on all products I sell, like this T-shirt, mug. I even have masks. See, I'm not against masks. Buy a mask from me. Help this podcast. It will be huge. By the way, it looks like this. Here's my store. It has so many patriotic theme this month. Check it out. U.S. soccer is the problem. Yeah, if you could support this podcast, that'd be amazing because I get destroyed online. And I need something as a reason to keep doing this and take all the abuse I take on a daily basis from all the comments. I just need to stop reading them, but I can't. I have to read them. Anyways, support this podcast. Be helpful. Keep my wife from yelling at me. All of that would be great. Peace.